What's up, Aries? It's your girl, Ivy Ladone, your fitness mystic. And today we're going to dive in and see what it is that you are transforming in the month of April 2024. My friends, if you're into these kinds of videos, please consider giving this a like because it tells me that you do, and I'll just continue to make more. By the way, one of you are receiving a beautiful reading at the end of this general reading, so stay tuned to see if it's you. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and see what April has in store for you. Lots of energy in April, my friend. Highest vibrational messages for the sign Aries. What is Aries transforming in the month of April 2024? Which chakras or which energetic fields should we look into for Aries? All right, Aries. That's it. I'm just going to leave it right there. OMG. We've got two cards that flew out on this side right away, and then we've got one that choo on its own. So we're going to actually read them in the order that they came out flying. I'm going to bring these two here, let this one be here. By the way, the color of this month for me personally is purple. When I say for me, I mean through the research, through the intuitive downloads, purple seems to be the color for the month of April. It's giving amethyst, it's giving royalty, it's giving crown energy and third eye specifically. So lots of visualization, lots of energy happening in April. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what you have in store. So we're going to flip them over. This is interesting. This deck in general doesn't work with like the reversals, but I do. I read everything very literally in every reading because this is a potential space. It's quantum. We're opening up the field to see what the messages are. So everything and how it happens, any distractions, I take all of that into play. So this is in the reversal. It's pretty interesting, which is already telling me that like either no with what the message is, or there's something internal that needs to be looked at, okay? Second card that comes through, wow, also in the reversal. And then, okay, so the way that I pick these cards up is also very intuitive and very different. We'll leave it at that, but let's go ahead and dive in to see what the cards basically say. First card that I'm presenting you is number 4, Great and Fool, Aries. So take what resonates, leave the rest. All right, so number 4 is a root chakra card. So the root is about your sense of security in this reality, in your life. Do you have everything in place? Are you meeting your basic needs, your shelter, food, clothing on your back, you know, a certain routine and health routine, nutrition, like basic things that you need to sustain a life. And that's what the root, right, is associated with, which is what this card is about. But this is talking about you being great and full in that security, in that place. But the fact that this came out in the reversal, or that I flipped it up in the reversal, flipped it to the other side in the reversal, is telling me that there's actually not so much of this great and full feeling. It's almost like there's an opportunity for you to really feel full within your cup, emotionally speaking, security speaking, financially speaking. There's this opportunity for you to feel that way. But I feel like there's maybe something within you that is, as we like to say sometimes in esoteric words, blocking, right? There's like an energetic block. And essentially when we say that, you know, there really isn't a block. It's not like this density of darkness that's like, and it's restricting you. It's basically you unconscious to that specific energetic field or that specific theme of life, or that, you know, sometimes we have to learn about something in order to then actually evolve and transform. And it's almost like you're almost there. You're not quite great and full, but for the month of April, there's like this unlocking that happens within you for you to understand better, like, oh, I could totally be great and full. I just need to work through that. And that's kind of what we're getting here. Number 4 is what this card is, and that is the number of foundations. So there's something beginning and starting and being placed in your surroundings, in your career, in your security measures, most definitely in the month of April. Second card that comes through is number 46, and this is the Uncharted Sea. Ooh! Okay, so interesting, because the Uncharted Sea sometimes, right, depends on who's watching, who's observing this, because the beauty, right, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So it's exactly that. It's perspective. However you see this card, however you interpret this card. To some, it's like, oh my God, this is so exciting. We're going to be in like, you know, uncharted waters, like anything goes. It's the Wild West. That's exciting, you know? And some of us are like, that's not exciting at all. That's so dangerous and that's like freaking scary and like, oh my God, hello? So take what resonates. And as an Aries, I feel like for some of you, most of you are going to be like, whoa, why not? I'm down for the ride. I can do that. I get through anything and everything, honey. So take it or leave it. But Uncharted Sea is about the crown area, about your discovery, right? Or not, because again, how you perceive this time frame. But the uncharted sea is about you stepping into new territory, you stepping into new endeavors, new experiences. But those experiences are correlated with your evolution on a conscious level, like in your consciousness. Your consciousness is made up of different parts of your reality. And consciousness is, think of it like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but think of it like AI, where AI essentially just gathers information and then it just grows in information and it grows as an actual entity in its knowledge and how it then interprets other things based off its original knowledge, and it grows. So that's kind of like what this card is about. It's like you're entering this new space and this new territory in life, in a career, in romance, or overall everything, because astrologically speaking, sorry, I know this is the oracle, but I work with astrology too. But in astrology, you guys, like, you have the North Node in Aries right now, and you have Chiron in Aries. So there's like this impetus, this push to like heal the things that like are really not, you did not do so well in because you were like restless, or you pushed it and you went for it head first, or you know, you spoke out of turn, or you spoke and you like put your foot in your mouth. All of those things, that's being all reevaluated and healed and like outgrown. And the pros of Aries is here to stay. It's like you're a leader, you ignite energy, you spark conversations, you spark interest, you lead. It's that type of energy. You're also youthful, you're energetic. That is what is being called from you now in this time frame. And you are also, with that mindset, you're also now stepping into this territory, this new territory. And that in combination is going to elevate your consciousness because you're learning things. And this is a crown chakra card. The crown is located up here in your energetic field. 4 and 6 is a 10, and 10 is about wrapping things up. You're done, completion, graduation. So the uncharted sea is kind of giving like, you know, you now have to step into this next level. You don't really know what that's about. And then also like, you're starting something new, because even though you're stepping onto some uncharted new stuff, like it's still new. You know, you're leveling up, but it's still new. Okay. Third card here that I have is number 2, Roots of Abundance. Whoa, you've got double root stuff happening here. So the first card is a root energy, which is security stuff, basic needs, primal instincts. And then you have number 2, which is also the root, and 2 cards away from each other. Very interesting, because you have foundation number 4 and you have roots here. So it's like you're beginning something new in April, Aries, regarding like, you know, the way that you're going to take this approach now in life, the way that you're handling life, spiritually speaking, like how much reverence and respect you have for your life in that sense. And it's more like you're evolving in a way of saying like, you know, am I really full? Like, am I really abundant? Am I really living up to my maximum potential? Am I really connected? Am I really grounded? Am I really, like, these are the questions you are asking. And I just got chills. Oh, woo. Okay. If this is your first time here, then I'll let you know that chills are a form of confirmation for me personally. So is sneezing, but right now we just got chills, and that is very big chills. So yeah, that was the message for you. And essentially something is starting new in April, but it's not like in a physical way, it's an internal way. There's something new sparking within you where you're having this reevaluation on like your trajectory and your journey and your connection to like what you're doing and how you're doing it, and how you can bring just overall more abundance and better flow and happiness and joy like in your life. And that's in April. So lots of momentum in April. Take time to ground, especially the first 2 weeks of April, because again, astrologically speaking, there's a lot of things happening, and you as an Aries, you're going to want to be like, go right now. I said it. I don't care. But the reality of all of this, Aries, is that because April is so energetic, you might literally put a couple of feet in your mouth. Like, you know the saying, like, did you put your foot in your mouth? You might do that too often in April if you don't take a chill pill. Like, not literally. But if you just chill out for a second, it's going to be to your benefit. For the first 2 weeks especially, really think about what you're doing. Rethink what you're going to do, what you're going to say, how you're going to act. Instead of being reactive, think about being responsive. That's your thing for this month. Responsive over reaction. With everything you do, with your stuff, with other people's stuff, all of that. Bottom of the deck is number 29, and this is Awakening Genius. I love that. I love that. 2 and 9 is 11, Ascendant. Woo! When we say we're growing in consciousness, these are pillar numbers. These are ascendant numbers. These are like you graduated. Great job. Ascended. So 11 here, and then this is a throat chakra. So this is the energetic field of communication, your thought process. You know, are you communicating your needs? Are you listening to those around you for the benefit of you, or for the, you know, either the worst of you or the benefit of you? Are you listening to yourself? And if you are, like, what is yours and what isn't in your mental chatter? What are you communicating to yourself? All of that deals with the throat chakra. And because this is Awakening Genius and it's the number 11, honestly, it's giving like you are almost awakening. If not, you're like awakening, tapping in to this divine flow, this nature. You have crown energy here in your process of April, and the overall energy of your month is like saying like you're awakening to this intelligence, this cool intelligence of you being like, well, instead of me being so hung-go about like, I'm going to do this and I have to do that. And I'm like, it's more like, ships ahoy. Woo! I'm going to try this approach because obviously the way I've been doing things may not have been the best, or, you know, that kind of thing. Now, what would I recommend for you as your fitness mystic Aries? Okay, well, I would highly recommend for you to consider having some grounding time. Grounding time is essential for you as an Aries, especially as a fire sign, because your natural design is to just go, 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 go. But the reason why we live in this binary system is to learn from that aspect, that ourselves. And we need the contrast sometimes to be able to see ourselves, right? So sometimes we need the shadow, the darkness, to be able to find where actual light is coming from. Because if there's just light everywhere and then we're looking for one specific light, we're like, where is that coming from? I don't know. But in darkness, we can actually see things. So we need contrast sometimes. So even though you're a go-getter, even though you accomplish things, even though you make decisions and you go for them, I want to recommend for you a practice that will allow you to not even have to be in that space of like having to act, but having to just chill and having to ground. Now, if this is something that you're like, actually, I could benefit from this, I would highly recommend for you to check out this channel and check out the words intuitive stretch. This is a practice that I developed over the pandemic. It's a 45-minute meditation in motion, and it guides you through a whole breath work, an oracle reading, and a stretch so that you can ground those energies for yourself and you have better introspection with yourself. If you want more updated classes, you can find this on its own channel. I have its own separate channel on YouTube called Intuitive Stretch, or you can actually check the description box below for all of that information, and it'll take you straight there, and you can subscribe and you can find all the free content. Now, last thing I want to say, you guys, if you're like, oh my God, like I love this and I actually want to work with you a little bit and I want to be in touch with you a little bit and I want to help, listen, I have a Patreon community. For $5 a month, not only do you get this reading, not only do you get all of the content that you see on this channel and on the Intuitive Stretch channel, you also get a workshop. You also get the Intuitive Stretch classes, the 45-minute ones. You also get full dance cardio classes and movement classes. You also are eligible for a free personal reading every single month if you are a Patreon. So if you're interested and you're into those kinds of things, then either let me know below and I'll message you, but you can also check the description box below for all of that information, and we can basically be friends every week. All right, my friends, this is where we end, and today's free reading, oh my gosh, first of all, Aries, you killed it last month. Like, you were by far the highest reading of everyone. That was incredible. Okay, today's free reading, which, by the way, thank you for watching, you guys. If you're like, what is it? Who is it? Drum roll. Thank you for watching. I love you. I don't need to know you like that to tell you that. I love you. Thank you for subscribing. If you want a chance to have a free reading in the next one. You must leave your name, your full name below, so that way I know who you are. And you must be subscribed to this channel. And you must like this video. 3 things: leave your name, subscribe to the channel, and like this video for your reading. The person who won the reading for this time frame is, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, Koi KS, aka Q Ball. That's how they wrote it down. And the username is at Koi Spencer 7334. Okay, so Koi KS, or aka Q Ball. That is hilarious. Where did you get that from? Q Ball. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for your support. This is the very first of many readings that we're doing this way for the collective. And I aim to help and uplift and empower. I hope that this is what's doing that for you. Let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so highest vibrational messages for my friend, my new friend, Q Ball, Koi KS. What is Koi KS transforming in the month of April 2024, and what energetic fields, what center points should Koi look into for April 2024? Thank you for these messages. All right. Whoa. Any other messages that want to come out? Oh, wow. Woo. 1 second. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I don't have a particular order, but this is interesting. I'm just going to read them to you, okay? Wow. Koi. Am I saying it right? Okay, so 3 cards came out for sure, and then we're reading the bottom of the deck. And I just want to say that it's so interesting that you have this card that came through, because was this not the card that was out for Aries in general? Cool. Okay, so Koi, you have number 9. Ooh, you have number 9, the Rose's Kiss. Take what resonates. You have number 8, Into Me I See. And you have number 29, Awakening the Genius, as you know already. And of course, we're going to read the bottom of the deck. So what does this all mean for you? I'm going to actually put this in numerological order. Okay, so you have sacral energy here. Sacral energy is located 2 inches below your belly button. And this energetic field is correlated with the theme of life of your sexuality, of your creativity, also your emotions, your emotional intelligence, and how you heal through your emotional intelligence, how you show up in the world on a creative sense, through how you express your emotional intelligence and your emotions, because your emotions are part of your personality and how you feel. So like how you come out in the world and how you dress up, how you express it through your art, dancing, singing, the way you look, you know, music, all of that stuff. And then also in your sexuality, right? Like being confident in who you are, whether you're masculine, feminine, man, woman, non-binary, an alien, a pigeon, whatever it is that you are, as long as, and I'm saying that really with a straight face because it's true, like whatever it is that you identify as in your sexuality, just being confident AF in it and just exuding that confidence through what you know you are and who you are. And that's the sacral that you're really working. You have opportunities in April to work through that confidence in that sense and what we just spoke about. But specifically, you're going to be given like an opportunity to immerse yourself. And in fact, the messages here are telling you, like, don't just go out and smell the roses for the month of April. Like, don't just like go out there and savor everything, right? Like the messages here are saying, like, we want you to really immerse yourself like so deeply into your experience, whatever it is that you are doing. If you are in a weight loss journey, if you are in a fitness journey, if you are on a career journey, if you are on a romantic journey, a self-development, self-discovery, whatever it is, it's saying immerse yourself 1000% into it without looking back. Don't just smell the roses. Like, we want you to like throw all the rose petals on the floor, fall onto the rose petals, roll on the rose petals, smell them and kiss them and play with them and take pictures with them and maybe make a tea with them. And like, oh my God, it's like immerse it. So like immerse yourself entirely into your experience. Go to all of those classes if you're, you know, taking fitness classes, just for example, document it, just like be in it. Don't try to be so distracted with things, but be really in it, because ultimately what's happening is as you immerse yourself in that experience, you're really getting to know yourself, the likes, the dislikes, what things really pull you into deepening, you know, your joy and things that you like versus the things that really pull you away or push you away. And so this is an opportunity in April for you, Koi, to really see yourself like in a very nurturing, intimate way, only that you see. So like this isn't like what your mom sees for you. This is not what your friends see for you. This is not what your boss sees for you, or like that person that you're into sees. No. This is you like being able to see yourself alone, without any judgment, without any person else in the room, just you, and saying like, oh my gosh, like this is so special about me. I love this about me. And it's in a very sensual and very loving and intimate way regarding your emotions. It's like you're gaining emotional intelligence about yourself, and that's also going to, of course, show out and play out in the world, which is beautiful. And I love that I said that, because awakening genius is just about you awakening to your own genius. And genius intelligence happens in different ways. There's like psyche intelligence, there's like emotional intelligence, there's like gut intelligence, right? There's different forms of intelligence in your design as a human. And what you're being actually prompted to in this month of April is like your emotional intelligence. Like, how good do you know yourself? How well do you know about your emotions? How well do you express them? How well do you heal them and transmute them? Overall, your message, Koi, number 41, third eye, and this is a higher view. Higher view is about your third eye, how you visualize things, how you're connecting with your future self, how you're pulling things in from the future, so to speak. But it's basically opportunity and preparation, right? You're preparing for something, and then the opportunity comes, and it's voila, manifestation. But manifestation happens through your visualization, your imagination, you working through that, pulling that in. I'm going to do that, I'm going to be that. And by you saying that, you actually want to do those things. You're acting out on those habits, those new lifestyle habits. And so overall in April, you're going to be gaining this really much higher view of perspective, right? And that this is in a metaphorical way. You're not going to be going up anywhere, but essentially, emotionally speaking and consciously speaking, you're going to be seeing things in a new way. And it's in such a new way that it's expansive, it's expanded. So you're just like, wow, I feel so like in control of my feelings or emotions. I have better understanding of why I do things, or why I did that, or like where I'm going, or why I'm doing this. And now I realize like I just rather be this way, because this way just is so much more fruitful. And so that's what's happening for you in April. So I love that. I hope that this helps, Koi. And of course, if I can help in any other way, specifically more detailed, check out Patreon, $5 a month, and we connect, and you get this basically for $5 a month to connect with me on Patreon. Information down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.